What up, heel faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz, that's Draven Grimes, this is HSP, and we've got the part 2 of our History of TNA wrestling coming up in a little bit. We got some pretty disturbing shit, in my opinion, from Afa Anoa'i Jr. and Rikishi versus Vince Russo. We will get into it right after this.
Cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heel shit podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain.
How you doing, my friend?
Bro, it's fucking Monday. It's Heel Shit Podcast, and I got to talk about fucking stinker shit Vince Russo. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's one of those days, my guy.
It's one of those days. Absolutely.
Where today's been absolute shit, and this is going to be the high point. This is going to be the focal point. This is going to be the best point, other than betting the wife. Yeah, today. Hopefully.
Fuck. Yeah. All right. So I take it your day wasn't outstanding.
Dude, it started before I even got to work, and it just got progressively worse. And then I came home, and then it was all right. And then it got worse again. And then I'm here. So yeah.
Oh shit. Don't you hate it when you get home and that part of the day is worse than the work day?
It wouldn't have been so bad. But I took, and this is just me being petty, I took out some stuff out of the freezer last night to thaw out overnight in the fridge. Do it all the time. What the fuck ever. I get home, it ain't fucking done. I pulled out some fucking New York strips, which, by the way, I forgot how much I hated New York strips until today.
Really?
Yeah. It's that fat cap, dude. If you don't cook it just right,
Okay.
it just becomes very 5 gummish, and not in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Like hardcore 5 gum. So yeah,
All right.
those didn't cook the way I really wanted. They still came out pretty good as far as flavor, but they were a little chewy, so I wasn't too impressed. And then some personal shit with my sister-in-law's relationship. Don't want to get into that. Not going to get into that.
Mm-hmm.
That's for Patreon whenever we get that up. So yeah, it's just been a fuck Monday.
Dude, yeah.
Fuck Monday.
Yep.
So how are you?
Use the screen, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to put something on the screen here.
Do not put the Caucasian dick on there.
All right. Simmer down.
So how are you, man? How are you doing?
No. Okay,
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, Mondays always fucking suck.
Don't it though? However, I am impressed that it was under an hour today. I'm impressed with that.
For real.
Yeah.
It's pretty shitty when your day is based around how long your staff meeting is.
Dude, that's and you know what's sad? That's kind of how we've been gauging how our weeks are going to be in general, both of ours, off of your fucking staff meeting. It really has.
How fucking sad is that?
I wouldn't call that sad. I call that wavelength.
That's true. It's that wavelength, man.
All
right,
buddy.
So let's talk Rikishi and Vince Russo.
Boy.
So
shit.
This is what Draven sent me earlier, and we'll have to kind of extrapolate from here. We don't know, we can't find what started this, but we found the response to this. So this is, I don't know who this interviewer is, but this
is all for Rikishi's own podcast. So this is Rikishi's podcast.
Oh, Rikishi's podcast. All right.
So let me give a little bit of a backstory before we play it real quick for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
So Vince Russo. I'm sorry. he likes to run his cock washer a lot, and during the week that Jey Uso rightfully won the Intercontinental Championship, he went on a tangent on his podcast, which is, from what I've been seeing, at least on YouTube, has been taken down. I can't find the fucking clip. I can't find the full podcast anywhere. So I don't know if that's been taken down because of this or what. But he basically went on this tangent of, bro, how do you get emotional winning a prop? They gave it to you. You didn't win nothing, bro. But like 30 more bros in there, but I can't bro that much tonight.
Yeah, he's a fucking brotard.
So this is the response of Rikishi. Mind you, Rikishi is Jey Uso's dad, for those of you who didn't know. Spoiler.
Yeah.
And this is his thoughts of what Vince Russo had to say. So whenever you're ready.
Yeah, here we go.
I don't understand this. The dude was so emotional he could barely speak. I don't understand. This is a job. The title is a prop.
Now, I'll rewind this, but this part at the beginning is the co-host or the producer reading what Vince Russo said previously. So when he's talking about, dude, why are you so emotional? You want a prop, whatever. That's Vince Russo talking.
Bro.
I don't understand this. The dude was so emotional he could barely speak. I don't understand. This is a job. The title is a prop. For the life of me, I don't understand how these wrestlers get emotional over winning a prop. Jey Uso has been around forever. Quote.
Okay, well, let me answer that. And if you're listening, Russo, first of all, you can go yourself. All right?
Heel Shit Podcast endorses this message.
You don't have the right to even put my son's name in your mouth. You don't have a right to talk about somebody that has laced up boots for 17 plus years, broken bones, broken body bones, sweat, tear, and blood in that ring, sometimes 45 minutes. Ladders, chairs match, split wide open. You don't have a right to open your mouth of what you think is right for a person when you finally win this so-called prop that you think. When was the first time, when did you ever get your ass in there and run a match 45 minutes? Anybody can pull up a pencil and write your fantasies of what you think an angle is supposed to be. But when you talk about my boy, when you talk about you didn't understand, you got right, you didn't understand. So if you got a problem with my son, if you got a problem with him winning the strap, the so-called prop, what your ass call it, because that's what you do. You that damn computer gangster, the one that want to talk behind online. While you letting your fingers do the talking through your iPhone or whatever the case it may be. Hey man, step up. Step the up. Let's do this. You ain't even gonna have my boy there. Me and you, man. Me and you. So anytime you want to open your mouth about the Anoa'i Fatu clan and you try to disrespect what my boys or what my family has worked hard for 75 plus years, man. This kid here bust his ass for 16 years, man. So you would never know that hard grind, let alone not being home for his kids. Traveling one side of the world to the next side of the world to do what he's got to do. There has to be a purpose for something. What is it? What is it with you trying to, like you just trying to knock those at a moment that means so much to a person that's well deserving. So I ain't hard to find, my man. You want to link up? You know where to find me.
All right, so that was Rikishi. Go check out Rikishi's podcast. It's good shit. But
Fully endorsing. Fully
absolutely.
endorsing.
So there was a response to this.
There was, but before we get to the response, let's kind of get level with this, dude. First off, is it me? Or did that sound like a Rip Ruiz promo?
It's pretty
Sounded
close.
just like yeah. Good shit, man. Good shit. But this was not a fucking promo, dude. This was a father defending his child. This was a man whose pride was hurt because a fuckknuckle, how would you call it? Computer gangster, as he likes to say, wanted to open his cock washer for fucking views and likes and whatever. Which I get it. You know, sometimes we have controversial views on shit that's going on. But there's things you don't do, and stepping up to a fucking Samoan family dynasty is not one that you fucking do. Ever. So Kishi put that out. I believe I think it was last week, sometime like late last week. So old shit I meant Vince Russo. My bad. Went to Twitter. And I'm sorry, dude. You know me. I'm a Cornette fan, and he calls him fucking shit stain. My bad. Can't help it.
Oh, I agree with the one thing I agree with Cornette on.
Y'all would actually agree with a few things. It's not just the Vince Russo thing. I think y'all have a few things in common when I listen to his podcast. Side the point, different show. And this is what he put on Twitter. And I quote, "Bro, what I said about a wrestler getting emotional over winning a title, I said for years. And while I understand the fact that as a writer and producer, I will look at something much differently than an actor or performer does. Bro, that's why they are two totally different jobs. Nothing against Rikishi or Jay or any of his fam. Huge fan of both, just two different points of view, bro." My got a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, that would be a hard one to swallow. All right, first of all, Rikishi's absolutely fucking right. All right.
There's part two. There's part two to it.
Oh shit!
Just came out.
Oh fuck.
And also remember, bro, merit isn't the only reason a belt is put on a wrestler. In some instances, there's also a little thing called politics involved. Trust me, I know, bro. So instead of just fucking sitting there and letting it fucking go, you want to put this last little fucking jab in. I feel this is not going to be the last time we hear from either one of these gentlemen.
No. Won't be the last time that we hear from him. And I can't fucking believe that Vince Russo has the nerve to come back at this. Like, motherfucker, Jay didn't write himself in to be fucking champion. All right, dog? You fucking did that.
Say it. Speak truth. Speak truth.
All right.
Let's look at what's on the table here. Politics, right? Politics.
No. For people
Jay's been there 14 fucking years on the main roster since 2010. Tag team specialist. Fuck, I can't remember how many tag team titles he's won over the years.
8, I think.
But 8 tag team titles. Let's say 8. Longest reigning tag team championship in history. Decided to go singles. Didn't immediately fucking get a fucking title off of singles. He worked his ass off. And now this is one of those situations where the man's making the title. And yes, I understand Braun Breaker's reign was a little bit short, but let's think back about 20, 25 years. How many times did you see the IC belt change hands monthly?
Mm-hmm.
2, maybe 3 times in a month. That's what it used to be. It used to be that title that everyone chased to get them ready to become a main champion.
Right.
And I feel that's kind of where Triple H is going with this, putting it back to that relevance. Because let's be legitimate about the IC title. Gunther took that title to a level where its prestige is just as important now as it was in the 80s and 90s. And now because of that, they can work off that. That can show that they are the fucking workhorse and they are building them up to be the next champion. Gunther is a great fucking example. Lost the fucking IC title at fucking WrestleMania this year, won the main fucking title at fucking SummerSlam. That's what the IC title was always built to do, and that is what it's doing now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Yeah.
fucking politics.
No, see, that's the difference. Like, look, when you're a champion, and I'm pulling back the curtain, fuck it. When you're a champion, doesn't mean you're the best wrestler. No. You it is predetermined. It is a prop in a storyline, but unless you're going to win it and then immediately lose it that night or the next week, you winning a championship is recognition from your employer that they trust you enough to carry this thing. It's not a WWE hoodie. You know, it's important, like, and it's an important honor that that your company, that your promoter thinks that they can do well during your term as a champion.
Yes.
So I don't give a fuck if it's not in the true spirit of competition, but it is. I mean, you can. I'm sure there are competitions among all the champions about how much revenue the company made during their reign as champion. Like, that's a competition. It may not be competition for the championship, but the fan recognition, the pops, and the revenue, merch sales, that kind of shit, that's bragging rights.
And let's not forget about the trust that the company bestows upon you to carry their quote unquote prop. Because even though it's a prop, the fucking shit stain here, to you and me, that is a level of trust that has to be earned and built upon for you to carry that. That's why I've always said titles are badges of honor, not because it's win-loss bullshit, but because it shows the audience that this person, Jey Uso, is now trusted with the legacy of the Intercontinental Championship and want him to be better for it.
Could it be a bust? Of course, but I don't think that anyone wins a title unless the rare occasion you're going to lose it immediately. But I don't think anybody who gets a title for a legitimate title reign is given it just because. It's always a business decision. They want to make money during your title reign.
Yeah. And we could pull the curtain back even further than that. You being a promoter and myself being a former booker. In no way, shape, or form have we ever just sat there and said, I feel like winning the world title tonight. No. The only, and this is how I've always had the thought process of, and I've had many bookers come to me about it. I've had many promoters come to me about it. Some say I'm right, some say I'm wrong. I don't give a fuck. It's what worked for me in the promotions that I fucking booked. The only way a booker or promoter gets a fucking belt put on them, a prop, if you will, is if it makes sense to a story to push that story to the next fucking week. For a fucking example, let's say, let's go LCCW, dude. When I put the social media title on me, how many weeks before we went up to that fucking show was I moaning and fucking groaning about having to fucking win this title? Because at the time there was no fucking relevant heel singles competitor that could fucking carry that title and get it pushed to have somebody so fucking heated that once somebody actually won it off me, it makes them into the next big baby face for that company.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, I despise as a booker having to wear a fucking title. Now, if I'm just active roster, if I'm just a worker, and they come to us and be like, "You guys are winning the belts tonight, but in about 6 weeks we're gonna take them off you." Fucking fantastic. That gives us 6 weeks to build the fucking heat up. For once that fucking team fucking takes them from us, they're better for it.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, so let's take a quick break with that one and come back and talk another member of the Samoan dynasty.
Yeah, fuck Vince Russo.
Havoc Energy Drink is the energy drink for gamers and streamers by gamers and streamers. Not only does it have the B vitamins and caffeine that you're used to in your energy drinks, but it also has a healthy dose of creatine for mental acuity to help you win that next game or focus through that next stream. Go to tryhavocenergy.com and enter the code HSP10 at checkout for 10% off your order. Again, that's tryhavocenergy.com. Enter the code HSP10 at checkout for 10% off. Also, Amazon Music Unlimited. If you use the link in the description, you can get your first month free off an Amazon Music Unlimited subscription. It's just $9.99 after that, and you can cancel anytime. Get access to 100 million songs at the click of a button. You know what it is. Good stuff.
Yeah, always good shit. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
What the hell is going on with my pens?
Well, define pens. Are we talking about your pen, or are we talking about the pen?
Talking about one I'm trying to write with.
Oh, fuck that thing. Throw it against the wall and get another.
Yeah. All right, so get into our next little story here. Just to set, why don't you set this one up as I try to get this shit together?
Let me find it. Here we go. All right, so this happened at a local indie event. I assume it's over in over on the Panhandle. A worker by the name, I'll get it pulled up real quick. It's fucking pause, you piece of shit. A worker by the name of Afa Anoa'i Jr., which is, of course, the Anoa'i Fatu Samoan dynasty, worked a wrestler who was portraying a Samoan worker. And this is really all I've gotten from it. So the audience knows as much as I do. You know as much as I do. So we're just going to play it out and see what happens.
So this is what we call going into business for yourself.
Yep.
All right. So if you can see this, the guy in the black tank top is Afa Jr. and the littler guy is his opponent. If you're not able to watch the video, he's got 150 pounds on this guy.
Easy.
All right. Time to play.
Oh my God!
So what just happened right there, and we're going to go back because the video is not that long.
Yes.
He literally came across and just overhand slapped the fuck out of this kid.
Yes, sir.
And what he's about to do is proceed to beat the living fuck out of him and get a 10 count the hard way.
Yep.
So here we go.
Oh my God! What the? Holy shit! What the fuck? Didn't even ring the bell.
Stomped his head.
Oh my God! Keep him away from me.
Oh Jesus!
God.
Soccer kick.
Wait, what? Oh my God!
And none of these are working maneuvers.
Jesus,
These are
indeed.
straight shoots.
Yeah, this is straight shooting.
Aura.
This right here is a classic example of
Dude,
I'm
the
not
aura's
booking your
unreal.
ass anymore.
So what we just saw, for those of you late to the party, is Afa Anoa'i Jr. going into business for himself and absolutely beating the living fuck out of a wrestler at least 150 pounds smaller than him. Not working, shooting on this motherfucker. He fucking stomped on his head. He soccer kicked him in the fucking head. Like, that was bullshit. And I mean, it kind of triggers me sitting here watching the shit
Say your
because
piece.
because
Say your piece, man.
I don't know that he leaves that building that night. Okay? I don't know, and God forbid it was you in there.
Right.
God forbid it was you that he did that shit to. He would not walk
Good
out of that
fucking luck.
ring.
Good fucking luck with that.
I'm sorry. This is the kind of shit that how Alpha Jr. walked out of that building, got into his car, and drove home with no consequences, like serious consequences. I'll never fucking know. Like, this motherfucker, he, at minimum, he wouldn't wrestle for a year. Minimum.
Damn sure won't be on any show we fucking book.
I don't understand this mind state, because you're gonna come across somebody who really doesn't care about anybody, much less someone who purposely tries to hurt one of me or my friends. Like, no, bro. Sorry. There would be another tragedy in the Anoa'i family. I'm sorry. That's fucking horrible.
And here's the thing. What if the booker and the promoter allowed this shit to fucking happen? At that point, what does that send to the fucking locker room as a fucking message? Fucking,
Yeah.
it's cancer, dude. This is why independent wrestling, more specifically independent wrestling in Florida, has such a bad reputation. This right here is a prime example of why Forbidden Kingdom, for the most part, with the exception of a few fucking promotions, does not do business in Florida anymore. Because workers like to go in fucking business for themselves. Fucking bookers allow the shit. Promoters allow the shit. And nothing is fucking done to try to fucking better that. And at that point, it just becomes, who the fuck your friends are in the fucking locker room. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
It's not about going and honing your craft. It's not about going and hanging out with your brothers and having a good fucking time and, working matches and having fun with the fucking fans. This right here is just
That's not
assault.
That's not
This is assault.
hazing. That's not treating the guy, making an example out of him. That's fucking brutality. That's
assault.
That's aggravated battery is what the fuck that is. Like,
Dude.
I don't know. I don't understand how people think that they can just do shit and get away with it. It's because they've been allowed to do shit and get away with it. Let's be honest. But goddamn it, you're gonna come across somebody who's not lenient.
Let's also think about this: if it's in Hawaii and if it's in the Panhandle, Pensacola and shit like that, they think they're fucking invincible. They think they can do and say whatever the fuck they want, and that might be the fucking case that night.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point down the road, you're going to find somebody bigger and badder than you. And I know the fucking reputations of Tongas and fucking Fatus and the Samoans in general. I understand that. but nothing's fucking more hard headed than a fucking 44, a fucking 9. Because you come at me with that shit. If I got to choose between you going home, me going home, I'm going home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, even you, if you just happen to come across it, if you know the name of this promotion, and if you can give me the name of the worker that got the shit knocked out of him, please send me his information. I want to reach out to him. I want him to be able to come on here and give his fucking story. Because this right here, this is fucking horseshit. You got me fucking stressed out. I'm eating fucking chocolate, and I hate chocolate.
Let's see.
And this had to be in the last couple weeks.
Oh my god. The kid is 18 years old.
Send me his information. I'm reaching out to him.
Hold on.
Because that right there reminds me of the transit incident.
All right, so
Between
after
Jack and
after this happened, Afa Jr. grabbed the microphone, said, "This is not cosplay. You had some bad advice from some bad fucking trainers because I don't play wrestling. I bleed for this shit. My family bled for this shit for generations. I'm not gonna let some Puerto Rican shit put a skirt on and pretend to be Samoan. Now acknowledge me, the real fucking bloodline." Jesus Christ.
So let's use that mindset real quick. If fucking Yokozuna went to fucking Japan in the fucking 90s and a fucking sumo guy beat the fuck out of him because he was cosplaying as a fucking sumo wrestler, it's all right then? It's all right just because your family, probably a very extended family at this point, is on fucking television making millions. That gives you the fucking right to fucking use their name, likeness, and fucking bully people?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's a fucking gimmick. We portray characters. I mean, I hate to fucking tell you, but you know, I don't fucking walk around every day with this motherfucker on pretending to be a fucking nightmare in fucking human form. You don't fucking pretend to be fucking hell incarnate.
Right?
No.
Trying
Outside
to...
of your house. Dude, there's legitimately no fucking reason why that should have happened. And if any booker is still booking him after seeing this and the bullshit fucking quote unquote promo that he fucking shot afterwards, I want nothing to do with that fucking promotion. So if you find out who he is, get his name. Either you or myself are going to reach out to him. I want to hear what he has to say. He deserves it. He deserves to be able to give his say.
100%. Yeah,
Have you found the promotion? Jesus Christ.
exclusive details?
Where are you finding this?
Outlaw Pro Wrestling show. Add an Outlaw Pro Wrestling show. That show slapping his opponent with. Alpha then continues to attack his opponent. The 40-year-old then proceeded to insult his opponent. So it's 40-year-old on a 19-year-old. I'm sure if you go to Outlaw Pro Wrestling, you can probably find what card they were working and who the guy was.
I'm assuming you're on Facebook or Instagram.
No, I'm on Cultaholic right now.
Oh, Cultaholics covered this shit?
Yeah.
Shoot me that link. There's a lot of fucking outlaw wrestling. Holy shit.
Outlaw Pro. Sorry, guys, we gotta figure this out.
Yeah, I understand we're supposed to do the history of TNA, but we might put that on the back burner one more week because this is a travesty of justice.
When was this supposed to have happened? So.
There are so many fucking outlaw pro wrestlings.
October 14th was when the story came out. So
that's today. It had to be this past weekend.
Let's see.
Again, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen, but this kind of takes precedent.
Alpha beats up cosplay sumo. Alright. El Genesis Jaffe. Wait.
Say that again.
Oh.
El Genesis Jefe?
No, Jafet.
That's Jefe in Spanish.
Jefe was Jeffe.
There could be one F.
Let's see.
I found the Cultaholic piece. Oh, it's fucking okay. Okay. Manu, he was the reject in fucking Legacy that was there for all of 3 fucking weeks in 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which guy is
Dude. Dude, this guy needs to be fucking.
Yes.
God damn.
What the fuck? Alright, so who's the guy that got beat up?
I'm trying to find it.
God damn it, how come we can't figure out who this motherfucker is?
This is probably one of like his very first fucking shows too.
Oh yeah, I mean, I imagine he's
if
18.
they don't even. I didn't find it yet, but remember when I said something about Yoko in Japan?
Mm-hmm.
I found one of the clips on YouTube, and it's basically said the same thing. I don't see a Japanese smacking around his Uncle Yoko around for pretending to be a sumo. This is absolutely wrong in every respect. This is straight up assault.
Right. Does anyone know who the fucking guy was?
We're probably going to do some research off air for this. Otherwise, we're going to take up 20 fucking minutes. 20. Look for just one more fucking minute. But dude, fuck this guy.
We have an exclusive update on Afa Jr.'s shoot incident at an indie event over the weekend, plus an ex-WWE star. Right, so if you dare do that.
Cultaholic apparently put a video out about it 14 hours ago.
Yeah, I found that. I just can't figure out who the guy was.
We have an exclusive update on Afa Jr.'s shoot incident at an indie event over the weekend. Plus, an ex-WWE star has signed a second AEW contract, and scrapped Bobby Lashley AEW debut plans have been revealed. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling News right now. So a clip circulated over the weekend from an Outlaw Wrestling event, which saw Afa Jr. really taking it to, a young indie wrestler, like smacked him across the face, like really put some boots in, really hit him with some strikes, and then shouted at him on the mic after a very, very short, very uncomfortable match.
But what you don't understand, Tom, is that young wrestler was cosplaying as a guy from Samoa, whereas him and his bloodline is actually from Samoa. And it's wrestling where you can't pretend to be something that you're not, ever.
Right.
So if you dare do that, you're in for a hiding.
Well, that now explains it. So this clip did the rounds and it went viral everywhere. Post-match, Afa Jr., as Ross said there, kicked off on the mic saying, "This is not cosplay. You had some bad advice from some bad effing trainers because I don't play wrestling. I bled for this SH1T. My family bled for this SH1T for generations. I'm not going to let some Puerto Rican SH1T put a skirt on and pretend he's Samoan. Now acknowledge me, the real effing bloodline." From that, we had a contact from somebody close to Outlaw Wrestling who was asked to remain anonymous, who gave us a few exclusive details on what happened there. Because some people are, first of all, asking, is this some sort of convoluted storyline, or did Afa Jr. really just go off on a young wrestler?
So yeah, this unnamed source close to the situation confirms it was a shooting. They also added, I can tell you the wrestler did have a swollen lip/face overall and a large bruise on his rib/stomach area, as he would do, because you hear that kick. It was like a gunshot going off when it made contact. Also, the wrestler is 18 years old, the source makes clear.
Yeah, swollen lip and face and a large bruise on the ribs and stomach from that attack from Afa Jr. in the ring. Of course, when we know more about it, we'll let you know more at cultaholic.com. Brian?
Why is it so hard to find this motherfucker's name?
Oh, maybe they don't want to get the fucking name out because of bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show.
Right.
Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having this psychopath on your fucking show. Bad fucking publicity for fucking having The dude that they got in contact with from fucking Outlaw doesn't want to be fucking named. The fucking kid wasn't fucking named. Like, I'm gonna go into a deep dive on this, and we're gonna get this shit figured out.
Yeah,
But
because we
this,
want to have this motherfucker on the show. I don't.
I don't fucking condone any of this shit. Because I came up through this shit, dude. I came up through the fucking hazing, and this takes hazing beyond what it should be. I understand a good fucking rip. I'm all for a good fucking rip. But this, getting the shit kicked out of you because the kid's fucking doing a fucking gimmick that he was fucking given from his fucking trainer, and you don't fucking, dude, that's like fucking, for example, I say I'm from fucking Death Valley and I dress up as fucking Mark and I fucking come out with the fucking bike and I use the fucking tombstone for a fucking finish. Does that mean fucking Taker's gonna fucking come out there and beat the fuck out of me? I don't get it. Like, he's so fucking enraged about this shit. But isn't pro wrestling where you go to escape your fucking problems and be something that you're not, so to speak? Because like I said, I don't walk around every day in my full fucking gimmick as a fucking walking incarnate of a nightmare. You don't walk around as a fucking walking incarnate of fucking hell. And I'm fairly sure Mark doesn't fucking walk around in a trench coat and a fucking hat, rolling his eyes in the back of his head every time someone pisses him off at fucking McDonald's.
Right.
Jesus fuck, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna deep dive in this tonight and tomorrow, and I'm gonna find out who the fuck this was, because this is legitimately bothering me.
Asking on Reddit if anyone knows who the fucking kid was.
Yeah, and anybody that listens to the podcast, if you fucking know, reach out to us, heelshitpodcast@gmail.com. Hit us up on our socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere that you can get a hold of us. Let us know the kid's name. If you're the fucking kid that fucking got the shit kicked out of him, reach out to us. We want to hear your fucking story. Whether you want it on the podcast or not, we still want to hear your fucking story.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I don't get it.
Dude,
I also
at this
don't
point,
get
dude,
why I can't find who the fuck the guy is, which is more annoying to me. All right. All right. So let's take a quick break to cleanse our palate. And then we'll go through the next little bit of TNA and we'll save the rest for another time.
Vodka, Evolved, Castell. Indulge in the Red Revolution.
Man, it's still fucking crazy, dude. Like, I'm sorry if my outburst caught anybody by surprise, but I can't. There are ways to handle it if you want to do it in the ring, which I think is bullshit in this day and age. But if you wanted to handle your grievous in the ring, you do one or two things too stiff. You go a little high with a clothesline, or you do something that's just like, you know that was meant to set you straight, but it's not enough to fuck your life up. Fuck, man, I'm sorry.
Can we even find out where fucking Outlaw Pro, whatever it is, where it's based out of?
Yeah, you talk in TNA, and I'm going to do some more watching of this, checking this out.
All right. Well, let me get that pulled up because, dude, this has got me fucking pulled out of this. All right. So pull that up. All right. So we left off at the end of the FSN run / beginning of the Spike TV deal. God damn it. Let me put my glasses back on here. So in 2005, TNA would secure a deal with Spike TV for Impact to debut on Spike TV on October 1st, 2005. I remember watching this live as it came out. And show top to bottom, they booked this show to prove why TNA is the alternative. From 2005 to 2009, they had guys signed from WWE such as Kevin Nash, Rhino, Christian Cage, Scott Steiner, Kurt Angle, Booker T, Mick Foley, and they even were able to put Sting under contract, which was fucking unheard of considering Vince was trying to go after him since the fucking invasion angle in 2002. During this time on Spike TV, it became a very hard-hitting wrestling-based show. So get through the rest of 2005 and into 2006, TNA finally jumped on the YouTube bandwagon where they started putting little 3-4 minute clips of their shows, which is how I primarily was able to watch Explosion at the time, because that was still a website-based show other than, how Impact was on Spike TV. So moving from 2006 into 2007, the agreement with NWA and TNA was coming to its end. And NWA was wanting some ridiculous amounts of money to continue to use their brand and likeness. If I remember correctly, it was triple the amount of what it originally was from 2002, which, I understand inflation and NWA, getting their name back out there. But at no point was the branding worth what they were asking. So in 2007, leading into Slammiversary, they retired the NWA World Heavyweight Championship and the NWA Tag Team Championships and even the original X Division title. And they came out with the very first TNA World Championship, the very first TNA Tag Team Championships, and the TNA X Division Championship, which ironically, the X Division title is the only one that carried the lineage from the previous title into the new one.
Okay, that's fun. That's crazy. Yeah.
So going into Slammiversary that year, they basically just did a reboot of the company. So all new champions. Kurt Angle won the world title. LAX won the tag team championships, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm pretty sure Loki's the one that won the X Division title at the time. I could be wrong on that. I'm going off fucking memory.
I think he was.
Yes. So going into that, sponsorship deals started coming from other people. You started seeing it's kind of like how WWE does with Prime now, where you see Prime on the ring skirts, on the canvas, and so forth. But they really went buck fucking wild. I remember at one point, when Mickie James was coming out with her country album, all 6 sides of that fucking ring had a fucking Mickie James CD on its fucking side. And that's one thing about that's one thing about TNA's marketing. When they were pushing DVD sales, t-shirt sales, what have you, they really fucking pushed it. They had it every fucking where, and it fucking sold. And God bless Don West, may he rest in fucking peace. He really pushed that marketing team to the next fucking level. That man could sell a fucking ribeye to a vegan. Like, he was that fucking good. I'd probably beat the fuck out of the vegan and take the ribeye anyway.
Right.
But yeah, so moving into I'm kind of speeding through this because this was like not a lot of shit going on per se.
Mm-hmm.
Moving into 2008, Jakks Pacifics announced a multi-year deal as far as a toy agreement with TNA to release products. Dog shit figures. They were dog shit. Absolute dog shit.
Yes.
I
God,
mean,
have they gotten to their first video game yet? Talk about dog shit.
I enjoyed TNA video game. I actually still have it on the PS2. I still play it from time to time. Don't go into it thinking it's No Mercy. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
And don't fucking go into it expecting to have a fucking create suite like a fucking WWE game. But I enjoyed it for what it was.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, that TNA game, as far as graphics from fucking 2008, 2009, held up a lot better than WWE 12 did. I'll tell you fucking that.
Yeah.
And that's when everything went next gen, period. No more PS2 or anything like that. Moving in also in 2008, TriStar Productions acquired a licensing deal to do trading cards. Late 2008, Midway Games signed to do the TNA video game, which got released Christmas of that year. It did feel rushed, not going to lie. But it's still, it's kind of like, to me, it's like the wrestling equivalent of Mortal Kombat. If you just feel like putting in a fucking fighter to blow off some steam,
Right.
good. Could have been done better, yes, if it wasn't fucking rushed. But I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. We might do a review of it. I might just bring the PS2 over here and hook it up, and we'll do a little fucking review of it. Good shit though. Good shit. Moving into 2009, TNA launched the Video Vault subscription, kind of like how WWE had WWE 24/7, where you can go back and watch pay-per-views and blah 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 blah. Kind of like ancient WWE network, very ancient, but it was web-based, so you can only watch it on your laptop at the time. And then the dark days. And we're gonna leave the dark days for part 3, because this is Hogan, Bischoff, Dixie Carter losing the 6 sides, the rebranding and the Impact, and everything's just going down fucking hill from here. I know we only got about 5 minutes left, so while old Darky Poo is still going through trying to find this young man's name, or at least the fucking company, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, every Thursday night is Talking Shit with your boys, Dark Cordz and Draven Grimes, where we talk about pretty much anything and everything. I'm sure by talking shit, we're going to have a fucking update on this Outlaw Wrestling Afa Anoa'i Jr. fucking situation, and we will be going in depth on that. Also, political rants, Reddit threads, blah, blah, blah. You know how I do. Every Monday night, you like it, you love it. You need more of it. The Original Heel Shit Podcast with your boys, Dark Cordz and Draven Grimes, where next week is a very special occasion. Next Tuesday, October 22nd, it's the 2-year anniversary of the most dominant force, not in just New Wave Championship Wrestling, but Florida, Georgia, Alabama, wherever we go, we taking souls, we making bankrolls. They gonna pay the toll. Forbidden Kingdom turns 2 years old officially, and what better way to celebrate that than to have TFK Roundtable 6, 7, something like that.
7.
TFK Roundtable 7 with the Reaper King, Rip Ruiz, of course, the lovely De La Rosa, Dark Cordz, and Draven Grimes, the original OGs. Maybe if y'all ask nicely enough, we'll get a hold of the Jack of all trades, JC Black, the newest member of the Forbidden Kingdom, to join us as well. We're just going to go over the last year, the ups, the downs, the high points, the low points. And we'll even finally talk about Roast City, because I think we've gone far enough about that, and we could talk about that without fucking killing anybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to that. So we did that. Also, like I said earlier, check us out on all the socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Heel Shit Podcast. Check out Darky Poo on the TikTok at Heel Shit Podcast. Any questions, send them in to any of the socials mentioned below, or to heelshitpodcast@gmail.com. We check it religiously. Any and all
I think
feedback
it's time
is
for
great.
us to work on a new giveaway.
Think so?
Hmm.
You know what? That's a good idea. So we'll get that figured out, and we will announce that on the 2-year anniversary show for Forbidden Kingdom. How's that?
Sounds good.
Or make it Forbidden Kingdom related. We'll see.
Hey, yeah.
So,
Make that happen.
so we did that. We did that. Carried a 3. Insert Steiner method. Oh yeah. Don't forget about the merch.
The merch
Is
beautiful.
As always, we have Heel Shit Podcast merchandise. We have Draven Grimes. We have Dark Cordz merchandise. We have Talking Shit merchandise. Sometimes it hurts that good. We have hoodies. We have t-shirts. We have Fuck Logan Paul shirts and the censored and uncensored for the fucking snowflakes. And as always, for a limited time, the Poll Watcher shirts are still available for the next month or so. Get them while you can, because once the election's over, Poll Watcher shirts are out the door permanently, never to come back.
However, the Poll Watcher shirt will forever be there.
Yeah, buddy.
And we'll let you go to the merch store to figure out which one we're talking about. All right. So, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Draven, it's always a good time. And we'll pick up the History of TNA somewhere in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget, this Friday, we're doing a live watch-along for the original Halloween movie. All right, we got a couple weeks before Halloween. We got to do some Halloween shit. So this Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here, wherever you're watching, it'll be the original Halloween from 1978.
The extended cut.
The extended cut. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. I completely forgot about that. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, for Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cordz. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. Peace.
Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad